Hello everybody and welcome on my journey to watch 500 films in 1 year. The next 5 films I watched were Orgasmo, Basketball, Southpark Bigger, Longer and Uncut, Team America World Police and Southpark Imaginationland, the movie. Orgasmo is about a naive young Mormon who is recruited to act in porn movies when he accidentally stumbles upon an adult film set and impresses the director. Basketball is about 2 childhood friends who become pro athletes of a national sport, which is a hybrid of baseball and basketball, and who must deal with a greedy businessman scheming against their team for his own ends. Southpark Bigger, Longer and Uncut is an animated movie about a war waged on Canada by the United States as a result of an R-rated Terrence and Phillip movie. Team America World Police is a marionette action film about a popular Broadway actor who is recruited by an elite counter-terrorism organisation to save the world from terrorists and celebrities. Southpark Imaginationland, the movie, tells the story of the doors of the world's imagination being thrown open and the boys of South Park being transported to a magical realm in their greatest odyssey ever. I'd like to say that these movies are not the usual outlandish, foul-mouthed and offensive humour you've come to expect from the South Park creators, but every single one of these films are silly, not in the least politically correct, and often downright ridiculous. Long may it rain. Orgasmo is probably my least favourite of these movies, but it still takes people's perceptions and turns them on their heads, a common theme in Trey Parker and Matt Stone's work. It's incredible how little nudity there is, considering the fact it's about the porn industry, and it seems as if the filmmakers opted for implausible situations as the basis of their humour. Basketball is written and directed by David Zucker, who was the driving force behind the Naked Gun franchise, and you can really see his influence on this picture. The sport featured in the movie was actually based on a game the director used to play with his friends in his driveway, and some of the people who played the game originally were asked to be in the movie as a tip of the hat to the origins of basketball. The comedy is mainly slapstick and playful, and every time I've seen the film, I've found it really good fun. Southpark Bigger, Longer and Uncut relies on massively catchy and very funny songs to carry the movie, but the plot isn't too bad either. I find the TV show in general to be satirical, intelligent and perceptive, in amongst the toilet humour and inappropriate jokes of course, and this feature-length version of the show certainly works well. It's worth noting that some famous voices appear, Minnie Driver and Eric Idle for example, and that's unusual as the creators tend to voice most of the characters themselves. Team America World Police is absolutely hilarious. There is incredible attention to detail, deliberately cliché dialogue, nods to other movies, excellent songs, and one of the best sex scenes ever captured on film. Apparently George Clooney was instrumental in getting South Park on the air in the first place, so it was nice to see him included in the array of puppets depicting famous people in this movie. Clearly though, Matt Damon is the most awesome. Southpark Imaginationland, the movie, started out as 3 episodes of South Park, but those were edited together and extra content was added to make a feature-length version of the story. The amount of movie villains to look out for is astonishing, and the message that I took away was that imagination is a very important part of our lives and should be used whenever possible. But I'm sure Matt Stone and Trey Parker would completely rib me if they heard me say that. On the face of it, the South Park creative team are only concerned with shocking their audience, but I think if you look a little deeper, all of the movies have something to say. I mostly enjoy Trey Parker and Matt Stone's sense of humour, so therefore give Orgasmo a mini thumbs down, South Park Bigger, Longer and Uncut a normal-sized thumbs up, and the others a huge thumbs up. Please join me for my next review, where I'll be talking about Grimsby, directed by Louis Leterrier. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and I hope to hear from you soon.